chefs,
Ellie
and
Melina.
we are making one of their favorite recipes. Can anybody guess what it could be? Does anybody want to say?
Kale chips.
Kale chips. Can you believe it? These kids cannot get enough kale chips. I make them, we make them together, and I just have to keep making more. It's like crazy. So we have our ingredients, which is kale
and olive oil.
and olive oil,
Salt and garlic powder.
4 ingredients, that's it. And a bowl. So it is a very simple, easy, fun recipe to make for kids. There's our oven. I had it warming up in the background. So I'm going to show you how you can make this simple, easy recipe with your kids and make it a family fun event. Okay guys, so now we're gonna get started on our recipe. The first thing we're gonna do is, what the recipe says is bunches. So what we did the first couple times we made this recipe, I bought a bunch of kale, literally a bunch of kale. And they would break it up into bite-sized pieces and put it in the bowl. But today we have this handy dandy bag of already chopped kale. So now we don't have to break it up, we can just put some in a bowl. So they have washed their hands, correct girls?
Yeah.
And they are going to grab bunches of kale and put as much as we want in the bowl. And we're gonna eat it as we go, apparently. So we're doing that. How much you guys want? You want a lot?
Yeah. That's good.
Is that good? Okay, so that's good. So we have
Next we need salt.
like a half a bowl of meat. This is like a medium-sized bowl with
Do we
half
have
bowl.
salt now, Mama?
And then we're going to take the olive oil.
I'm doing the salt.
Okay, and we're gonna drizzle it on the kale. Okay, and then they're gonna take their spoons and mix it up so all of the kale is covered and coated in olive oil. Okay, so we're mixing. See how it looks. Make sure you mix it around. Ooh. Okay, good job. So then after that, we're gonna add, just to taste,
Ellie does this.
is the garlic powder. You wanna pour some on? Not too much, just enough. Okay, you can do a little more than that. Okay, and then we'll add the salt. Are you gonna add the salt? You have to twist it.
Okay, some too.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, Ellie's
Can
turn.
you do this?
Okay, that's probably enough.
I can do a little
Okay,
bit.
do one more. Good. Now we're gonna mix that up
This is salt.
so it's nice and garlicky and salty, but not too much. All right. And then the next step is going to put it on the baking sheet. Okay, so here we have our baking sheet, which I put a piece of parchment paper on. And we're just gonna pour our kale with our ingredients on it
What do I need this?
on the baking sheet. And then we'll spread it around. You can use your
Ellie,
hands, not right now, Melina. We're gonna spread it around so it's evenly all over the baking sheet. And then I have, like I mentioned before, I have the oven preheated at 300 degrees. So I'm just gonna pop this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. But I'm gonna watch it to make sure that it doesn't burn or crisp up too much, because it can happen very quickly. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven and then I will show you the results. Okay, so we're back. And what I ended up doing, so you can see we have our kale chips here. They are much smaller than when we first started out, but we can taste them. Let's taste them. Do you like them?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear crunching. So they are super crunchy, but they're not burnt or brown. They just got crispy. So you actually want to make more, I guess, when you're doing it. Make more than you think you will need, because they do shrivel up and get to be smaller like this. But So what I ended up doing was I put them in for 10 minutes and then I turned them and put them in for another 5 minutes. And then this is how they came out new. Is it good? Is it good? Okay, so I guess it worked. But we'll definitely be making more because these aren't gonna last more than 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and thank you to my little chefs for your assistance. All right, see you later.